I feel good about this.
All right.
You feel good?
I feel great.
All right, cool.
All
We're in it. We're in it.
Hey, everybody. This is It's a Good Podcast with Jesse.
And Richard.
So we had originally recorded a
previous episode.
Yeah, and it was just a mess.
Yeah, the Lord didn't want us to finish that episode. No. We recorded halfway through, and then the computer turned off, right?
Yeah.
Right? And then we attempted to record another half, and we're like, oh, we'll make a real cool, funny story about it. And then, but then the second half audio sounded like shit.
It was like recorded on like the laptop mic or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't adjust the inputs when we got the computer going again.
Anyway, but we're here now. So
to welcome the very first
part
episode.
2. Volume 2.
Yeah, volume 2, exactly. The return, first episode.
If you guys want the first episode, the first part of the first episode, Patreon.
Yeah, let us know. You gotta pay us for that shit episode, bro. You get the good one for free. You gotta pay us for the shitty one, dude.
That's hilarious. How was your weekend?
It was good, man. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I went to a retreat. Learned a lot about myself. Learned a bunch of tools on how to deal with a lot of the things that have been on my mind for a long time, subconsciously and consciously. So it was awesome, man. It was an ass-kicking event, dude. I can't talk too much about it because I was vowed to secrecy. It's very secret. Illuminati. Just kidding. No, but yeah, like, you don't know. I joined the Illuminati so that we can be famous, Jesse. I'm doing this for us. Yeah. Come on, dude. I met Beyonce.
Stop recording.
Yeah, exactly.
Walk away.
Let me do a triangle, right?
I like
dun, dun, dun. No, don't. Yeah. Do the cross before I can hit that triangle up.
I start rebuking you.
Yeah, rebuke me, dude. Get rebuked. Boom. I'm going to start saying that when I punch people.
There was this video that I was showing Seba, so it was me recording a cover, right? And I was just like going through the footage, and like I like scrolled to a part, and I was just like rebuking, like I don't know what I was doing, but I was just like, no, I was like reciting Bible verses because I was so frustrated and so mad that like this wasn't, because the mic kept, I don't know if this has happened to you, but when you're like listening to the feedback, or what's it called? Yeah, when you're like put headphones on and you're listening to how you're speaking or whatever.
Yeah.
And it can delay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that would happen in the middle of the cover, and then I couldn't sing properly because I was hearing my voice like delayed.
Yeah.
And so then you're singing something, but you're hearing something else
afterwards. Yeah.
It was so, and then whatever. So it was just so funny because I was just like, no. I was reciting a bunch of Bible verses about like,
what
like
song
God
was it?
It was "Girl Like Me" by her.
That's an evil song.
By Jasmine Sullivan.
That's an evil song.
It's an evil song.
Fuck that song,
Nothing would turn out right. And I was just like, no. All things are possible with God. Leave me alone.
Yeah, Jasmine Sullivan, if you rearrange the letters.
It spells out.
Satan Jester. It's true. Look it up.
It spells out. Devil.
Devil. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was my birthday. Woohoo!
23, dude.
It was my Jordan year, as
Hell
the kids
yeah.
say. Yeah, it was fun. Honestly, it was a very, very beautiful birthday because last year was shit.
Pandemic birthday, yeah.
Last year was, besides the pandemic, I was just going through so much anxiety. Like, it was like the pit, like literally like the bottom.
The darkest of your life.
Yeah, like I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't do any of that. I had never gotten to that point before. But shout out antidepressants. They helped so much. So yeah, this birthday was really fun it was such a contrast. It was great to look back and be like, wow, a year ago I was
not on antidepressants.
A year ago I was healthy.
Yeah, that was just natural.
A year ago I should have just let my body do what it was trying to do.
Yeah, trying to get it all out, dude.
Yeah, and then I repressed it.
Yeah,
so.
now I clogged it up.
Now, now I clogged it, but I'm having a great time.
Gonna fucking explode pretty soon. You know what? I asked you last week what you were doing. You didn't tell me it was your birthday.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I felt like a little weird, like being like, it's my birthday. I don't know.
I'm your friend.
I know. I know, but being like, it's because I asked you what you were doing that weekend because Sebas was, because remember I asked you, I was like, what are you doing Sunday? Or what are you guys doing
For
Sunday?
your birthday.
Because Sebas that Sunday, because my birthday was on Saturday, but on Sunday, Sebas had a Bears game that he needed to go to with his team because they volunteer and do service for them.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was going to be like gone from like 6 a.m. to 3, but he was going to be downtown. So my original plan was to be like, okay, maybe I'll go to church with Richard and Betsy. And then afterwards, I'll just meet you in downtown. But either way, it didn't work out either way because Sebas had to it was a whole deal. It wouldn't have worked out either way. But, everything works out how it's supposed to. But I had a great weekend.
Oh, okay.
I had a great birthday weekend.
I feel for you about the whole hiding your birthday thing. I remember back in the old Facebook days, people knew my birthday was coming, but I changed my birthday before my birthday came up so that people wouldn't get notified it was my birthday. So when they looked it up, it was like April 19th instead of January 25th. And so people would be like, I thought it was your birthday, but it says it's in April. And I'm like, yeah. And then I changed it back after my birthday was over so that no one would congratulate me a happy birthday.
Why?
Whatever you were dealing with, I think I was dealing with it too. But now I'm happy every time I have a birthday.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
Yeah. But I still got friends that are very much like me that are just like, yeah, it was a low-key birthday. And I'm like, you could have just told me. I would have fucking said happy birthday to you. You know how many times I say happy birthday to people like a day after because they just don't want anybody to know? I find out from their girlfriends' stories on Instagram. I'm like, come on, man. Let me love you, damn it.
I am really bad with birthday. I don't remember anybody's birthday. I remember one time it was my mom's birthday.
Damn, dude.
And she took me to 5 a.m. practice at high school or something for a sport. And she picked me up afterwards, and I was just all grumpy because I had to wake up early and all these things. And then I'm just like, Mom, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. She's like, ay, me asustas. And I was just
That's good that you remembered, though.
Yeah, but I didn't. The moment I woke up, I did not remember. I didn't know.
On my mom's birthday, she could have bought me something, and I would have been like, made me breakfast. And I'm like, I wanted something else. This is what you're the worst, Mom. No, my mom's last birthday, my mom's last birthday, she wanted everybody to go get ice cream together as a family. Aww. And we went, and it was really beautiful at first. But then I got angry, and then I made this big deal. I was nuts. Yo, do you have any antidepressants I can buy?
Yeah.
No,
I'll bring some next time.
Next time.
It looks like you need some of the... All right.
Yeah, there you go. If for anyone just listening, I did a football goal in my mouth, and she was gonna throw them in there, antidepressants. But I kind of had I was upset about some things that she had said, and then I was too dramatic. I was already dealing with a bunch of stuff. I think that was around the time that my sister was going through some issues and some other family, and I was going through some stuff, and it all kind of culminated into that day, and it really just kicked my ass.
Richard, you couldn't have waited till the next day, Richard.
you know me, I gotta be real, dude. I gotta be real every day. That's why I get fired from jobs, dude. No, I've never been fired. I've only been fired one time.
I have never been fired from a job. I've quit a lot of jobs, but never been fired.
I got fired because I told a guy to give me my money, and then he did, and then he fired me.
But isn't he supposed to give you his money?
Not that guy.
Not that guy.
Not that guy. When I started working there, it was this dog daycare.
Oh,
and it was really nice.
So
it was real nice. And I was just a new dad too. And so, I was really annoyed that my kids would cry and that they would poop and it would smell. But then I started taking care of these dogs, and they were barking all the time. And I'm like, this is nothing compared to... No, babies are nothing compared to dog shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And so you can quote me on that. Babies are nothing compared to dog shit. That came out wrong. I'm going to get a T-shirt
and
made.
Gabriel watching this
10
years later.
Yeah. Oh. What did he say? Motherfucker. I'm glad he's in an
then
old
on
folks
your
home.
birthday,
Yeah. They're going to throw dog shit at me. But this guy, I found out that he had a bunch of lawsuits against him for not paying people. And I thought to myself, okay, it's going to happen to me soon. And then like 2 months later, it happened. And I got my money back. I wasn't going to wait to sue him. I just wanted my money. And then he promptly fired me afterwards through
so
text.
This guy would just hire people and just not
He would
pay
hire
them?
people. Yeah, man. And there was this Cuban woman that was a veterinarian in Cuba. And there, he just would never pay her overtime. And I remember me telling her, I'm like, yo, let's talk to the Department of Labor about this. You know, he shouldn't be doing this to you. And it's tough being an immigrant, because she was like, no, because I've had worse jobs and this is a good one. It's consistent. So I just got to do it. And I was like, damn, man, cold-blooded, man. That's how they take advantage of people.
Yeah, for sure.
And this guy was like very successful. You know what I mean? When Oprah was around, he was like known as the first doggy daycare, and you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he was very popular. A bunch of rich people used him, but then, you know, he was just sloppy, man. Dude was just sloppy. I'm not gonna say his name, but it rhymes with hoe. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Nice little cup of Joe.
Yeah. You're right. I would like a cup of Joe. Yeah. Yeah, man. Did you ever have any shitty jobs?
I mean, I don't think so. I feel like compared to like other jobs that I've heard of, no. I just had like fast food jobs, which are just like, they're not necessarily shitty. I feel like they're just what they are, you know?
Yeah.
It's just fast. Like you have to be super fast and
Yeah.
deal with people and things like that. But I mean, Chick-fil-A was like, it was just so annoying. Like it was.
You
just,
worked at Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Of course you worked at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, for 3 months.
You got Chick-fil-A written all over you, dude.
A pleasure.
Yeah.
Running.
Yeah, with a little hat, you know?
I wanted to be the cow so bad, but I wasn't tall enough. The same thing with a mascot at high school. I really wanted to be the mascot at high school, and they didn't let me because I wasn't tall enough. But Daisy lived out my dreams.
Was she tall enough? She's like an inch taller than you?
She's like way taller than me. She's like
way taller than
not
you?
like way taller than me. But
Yeah, you're talking like.
but she's like taller. She's
Okay.
definitely taller. Like
Yeah.
you see her and she's like a giraffe, and
Compared to you.
I'm Hobbit. Like
yeah,
you said.
yeah, you're definitely a hobbit, dude. I'm like literally looking at 2 different hobbits, and you're like, this hobbit is way bigger than me, and I'm like, you guys are both shorties, both you guys, dude. Oh, so
But
no shitty jobs.
No shitty jobs.
That's
no.
good, dude.
Yeah.
What a blessing.
I haven't had any shitty jobs, and thankfully, like they have always listened to my cares.
Yeah.
Yeah. Starbucks was hard though. Starbucks was like, it's like a luxurious fast food place. Like I feel like they have very good benefits. It's like a really nice job, but you have to deal with a lot of shit. Like
a lot of people.
A lot of people pleasing, because them customers, they're not
Insane.
they're not paying $6 for nothing. Like they're paying for their coffee to get made the right way.
And the suburbs too, man.
And the suburbs too. Everybody's like
Angry bitches in the
oh,
suburbs, dude.
yeah, for sure. But you saw a lot of people, and the regulars are really nice sometimes. Sometimes they're like
Insane.
annoying and
Oh,
crazy. Yeah, there'd be this lady that would get like a Trenta, which is like a 30-ounce black tea, no ice, no like straight black tea, no water added to it, whatever, and then 2 large cups of ice with 2 straws.
Was she like splitting it and giving it to her dog or something?
I don't know, but it was
Did
always
you ever
like
ask her?
no, because she was weird. And then there was like this post office lady that would just like always be like, oh my god, you guys don't have the pumpkin spice, and it'd be like summer, you know. It's just like we're not in fall yet. Like chill, relax, we'll get there.
That's funny.
A lot of people like that.
Yeah. I was like, obviously pumpkin spice is for the fall.
Yeah, I really wanted to get fired from Starbucks, like Tyler
What'd
the
you do?
Creator.
What'd you do?
I quit.
Oh, you didn't like fuck shit up to get fired?
No. But before I quit, there was a lot of people that got fired for drinking. After work, they would like
Get drunk.
get drunk.
Hell yeah.
But they were my favorite employees.
Of
which
course, man.
sucks,
Dude, the
bro.
degenerates, dude, I remember I worked at Target, and there was this guy, and I remember this dude was like, for anybody that's ever seen the Spawn movie, right? Like John Leguizamo played this like fat clown with like hair just like coming on the sides, and he's all bald up top with like these little weird clown hair. That's what this dude looked like, right? And he had like colored eyes, right? He's like this Puerto Rican dude, colored eyes, big fat face, right? So he just had like this glare about him, right? And he was always cracking jokes, dude, like never stopped. And he was always coked out of his fucking mind, like always just like fast. And he was like working fast because he would just snort coke at work.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. But he had the funniest fucking stories. I remember he was telling me he was drinking Steel Reserve, like the malt liquor, and that he just projectile vomited over everybody. Like, you know what I mean? And I was like, this guy's the best. But because he was just such a fucking weirdo, he's the best guy, man. They're always the best to work with. Dude.
Yeah, like all those, like they all got fired because like somebody snitched. And I was like, oh, why would you snitch? Like now you just ruined it for everybody because now we're understaffed.
Yeah.
Now everybody has to work extra hours because all these people are gone.
Who
like,
snitched,
like,
dude? I fucking hate snitches, dude.
Me too. Like, it's just so annoying. Like, why would you do that? Like, just let people get what they deserve at the right time. Like, don't be the one to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right? It's probably bad, but
okay.
I'm sure they did a righteous act, but no.
Nah, dude, not even, bro. I remember. Okay, going back to Target, there was this guy, and his name was Frank. As soon as I saw him, I knew that dude probably stays up all night on his computer, just masturbating angrily to like pictures of his mom. You know what I mean? Like dude was a fucking asshole, dude, right? Like he's just like demented, never looked like he slept, you know, just raccoon eyes, you know, just dark circles, Mexican dude. And he was always mean, always fucking mean, so mean to everybody. And it was never necessarily directed at me. It was just a blanket kind of fuck everybody, right? And he had a decent position. I think he was a team lead or something. But he was like 30-something and was working at Target, you know, the bad news. And I remember one time I was like hanging out with my big fat cokehead friend of mine and another brother of mine. And he walked past us and he said, "Good morning, gents." And I wrote, "Good morning, Frank." And he said, "Not you." And I was like, motherfucker, dude. And you know me, I get mad. You know, I'm a fighter, not a lover, dude.
Yeah.
And later I go up to him. I find him by himself. And I'm like, "Frank, if I ever say good morning to you, I expect respect. Don't ever talk like that to me again." And then I went and I felt good, you know, doing my thing. And then my manager the next day calls me over, you know. And her name was Lorena. Really nice lady. God bless her. She was like, "So I was talking to Frank, and he was telling me that you had talked to him, confronted him." And I remember just looking at her and being like, "So he told you?" I was so disappointed. And she got scared because she never saw me like that because I'm a big, you know, I like to laugh, you know, typically. And so she was really shocked that I was like, you know, like I was getting mad. But then he fucking snitched on me. After being an asshole.
What a loser.
What a fucking piece of shit. Like, just go home and masturbate to pictures of your mom, you piece of shit, dude. Asshole. Fuck you, Frank.
Wow.
I hope you're not dead, Frank.
No, poor Frank.
I hope you got COVID, though.
It's okay. And survived.
And survived.
Let's hope you survived.
I hope you can't taste shit right now, dude.
Have you heard that song by Action Bronson?
Which one?
And Chance the Rapper. It's like Blue or no. Baby Blue. I don't know what it's called.
Oh yeah, but the one about like
I hope you get a paper cut.
Yeah.
I love that entire verse.
That verse was insane.
Yeah, it's like so cool because it's like he's literally rapping, like he's saying "fuck you" but in a bunch of different ways.
Yeah, I hope you spill coffee on your shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So good, dude.
I hope your titties sag in your early 20s.
Yeah.
I hope there's always snow in your driveway.
Damn, dude. Chance the Rapper was, even when he was being mean, he was very sweet.
Very poetic.
Yeah. Good for Chance the Rapper. What do you think about Chance the Rapper now? I think he fucking
it's slow downhill.
Yeah. I wonder what he's gonna do, man.
I know he needs an album like Acid Rap again.
You think so?
Acid Rap was good. I really enjoyed that. And Coloring Book
Coloring
too.
Book was solid.
I like
solid piece of work.
It was good. Yeah, I think the newest one was like mediocre. Right? Well, I heard. I don't know if this is true, but I heard that his manager was just like, "Bro, don't release it. Like, what are you gonna?"
They actually got into a lawsuit over that. Yeah.
Wait, I think you told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he like fired him, and now he's like some like his dad or himself are managing his stuff or
Yeah.
whatever, which is just like, bro, I mean, I don't know the entire situation, right? I'm just an outsider, but I'm just like, I feel like that's such a, like, what do you want? Just a bunch of yes men around you, or like what? Like, you know, like this is a guy that you grew up with, that managed you throughout your best two albums.
Yeah, to help you get to your success, you know.
And you're gonna sit here and tell me that you thought he was wrong when he told you not to. Like, he wasn't wrong, buddy.
Dude, that's the descent. I think that's the biggest sign, when the people that you come up with are the ones that are eventually going to the wayside because you keep going. You know, that's when the issues really start.
Yeah.
Except for los bukis. I guess the buki, Antonio Solis, is the only person who's the exception of that. That man didn't need the fucking bukis.
My dad was just like, there's no way they're gonna sell out Soldier Field.
Your
and then
dad's hating.
Yeah, my dad was a hater. My dad was a big time hater for Los Bukis, and like he kept telling my mom, like, I don't think they're gonna sell it out. My mom's like, they're gonna sell it out.
They sold 2 nights out.
2. Yeah, my dad's like, chingada madre, ¿cómo hicieron eso? And I was like, Pa, you guys need to break up and come back together again 20 years later.
Yeah, 20. Oh my god.
I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to walk, but
yeah.
you guys don't have a lot of time left.
All right, the remaining 2 members have reunited.
It's not gonna be the younger
Yeah.
It's gonna be Chuito.
Yeah, not even.
Instead of my
Not
dad.
even. Jesus. That's sad.
Yeah.
It's the sons of Los Huracanes del Norte.
The son.
Dude, your dad, I didn't know your dad was a hater like that, bro.
Yeah, my dad's a...
Negative Nancy over here.
Yeah, he just, like, he doesn't really believe things until they happen. You know, like, he's just kind of like, I don't know if that's gonna... Because Soldier Field's huge.
Yeah, but
It's
Los
and
Bukis are Los Bukis.
Los Bukis are huge, yeah, for sure. And I honestly don't really, like, know their trajectory, like, that much. I know they're huge, and I know they're, like, a big part of our, like, childhood and things like that. But I didn't know that it would be such a huge I didn't even know they broke up. I didn't even know any of that stuff had happened.
Antonio Solis went on his own. He just became El Buki. You know, like everybody knew him as the
Oh,
Buki.
and then everybody else kind of just...
Yeah, they did his own thing.
dispersed.
Like, he was a star. He was handsome, gorgeous. He looked like Jesus.
Jesus, yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't go wrong. And then he was singing in Coco, the movie.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he was Ernesto de la Cruz in the Spanish version.
No way.
Yep. He voiced the bad guy. So he was always steady famous, you know what I mean? He didn't stop, and he would sing covers and sing duets with other famous people. You know how it is to be like a Mexican artist. You're always in the limelight for your entire life. Unlike here, you know, once you're not famous anymore, you're gone. But over there, it perpetuates for a long time. And especially because he hasn't played shows here. You know, and then the Bukis back together, man.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
I wonder how many people fucked that night afterwards. I bet you everybody's grandma and everybody's mom had sex after the Buki show. Everybody got hot and bothered watching Antonio Solis.
I went to a birthday party and for like this older couple that had like almost the same birthday, and their kids gave them like Los Bukis tickets, like front row.
Sick.
Yeah, so cool.
So
and
now
it was
they have a new brother coming.
Just
kidding.
They're a little old, so I was like, I don't know about that.
Miracle child.
But
Miracles do happen, guys.
they
You got
do.
Bukis who looks like Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
He made it happen.
How do you feel about when people say like? So I used to follow this girl on Twitter. They used to say like she's like into like crystals and like all that like new age stuff, and then she like she does like all these horoscope stuff, and then she says she's like a psychic, right? Like so she says things and then things happen. I don't like that stuff either, but and then like she would tweet out things like she's still around. I just don't follow her anymore, but things like God created me to like tell you guys these things, and like basically saying like she was chosen by God for this, right? I don't know, that always felt so off to me, because I was just like I'm pretty sure if you were chosen by God to be this kind of messenger, you wouldn't be like... It was just weird because she had like predicted that something would happen, and then it did happen.
What
and
was
then
it?
It was like you know that girl from Glee, the Naya Rivera.
The one that passed away?
Yeah, so she had like predicted. She was like, "Oh, there's gonna be a young woman that's gonna like be careful with the waters right now because they're very dangerous. There's gonna be somebody that drowns, that's famous, and then like 2 days later, like she passed away. And it was like, for me, like it felt off because I was just like, so if you knew this information, like why wouldn't you like pray against it, or like, and I wasn't a Christian at the time, so I was just like, I was following this girl, right? But I was just like, it just felt off to me. I was just like, how are you going to be bragging about like telling people that this was going to happen? Like, how are you going to be here being like, I told you guys it was going to happen, like, and all these people like being like, oh my God, oh my God, I said her name, whatever. Like she we'll delete that. We'll bleep it out or whatever. Like, oh, this girl, like she
to sue our podcast, follow the link below. You'll get our information.
To cancel us.
Yeah, to cancel us, just follow the link.
She's like, oh my God, she predicted it, whatever.
Was she like, how many times did she predict people's deaths though?
I honestly don't know, but that was like one that I knew about. I'm not sure, but she had like predicted a bunch of stuff before because there was just so many people saying like, and she would herself say like, you guys don't want to listen to me, and like, you know, all these things. And I'm just like, it was almost like fear. Like, I don't know, I would get a lot of fear from her page of like, and it was just like, this doesn't feel right, because it shouldn't bring fear to people. Like, if you're really trying to do good things, I don't think it should bring fear, like, you know.
Well, for me, I do feel like there is prophetic word, right? Like people, there are prophets in this world, you know, that can see things, you know, they see the writing on the wall, and they can they know what's going to happen, you know, and it's all throughout scripture as well, you know. That crystal shit though, I don't know, man.
I don't like that either. It's
not that I'm afraid of it. I was like, crystals, you know what I mean? Like, I guess maybe I'm being too close-minded, but I do think that there are individuals that have a gift and they use their gift for their own gain, you know, and it depends on what you do with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing. And I was just like, I feel like if you're gonna have this, because maybe she's a prophet, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she does see things, and like,
maybe she's a witch though.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like, I feel like if she was, how do I say, like, she doesn't have to be that way. Like, if she does see things, could it be that she could use it for like holy things, like for
like a good witch,
like a good way? Yeah.
But
like, I don't know, are people born witches? I don't know, is that a thing? Or
I think you choose to be a witch.
Yeah, right? That's like a pact, kind of like a type of shit.
I don't fucking know. You're asking the wrong guy. Well, I saw in WandaVision that they had to choose to be witches. I don't know, man. Yo, it's Halloween season. It's coming up.
Yeah.
All the witches, send us a message, bro.
If you guys want to have an open discussion.
Yeah, open. Not with me. With just with Jesse, dude. Any witch, talk to Jesse. Yeah.
The whole time I'm like,
boom. I don't know, man. I remember there was okay, I'll tell you a story. There was a girl in college that I was intimate with, and she had a bunch of crystals and stuff. Ooh. And she was a self-proclaimed witch.
Okay.
You know, crazy kaleidoscope tapestry and behind her bed in her dorm room. And I remember we weren't even dating, but I was just like, no, I'm not gonna do this no more. I just kind of like cut her off cold turkey. Yeah. And, you know, I don't know, some, you know, it is what it is, but she was like, you know, you left your hat. And I was like, I don't want to pick it up, but I guess I will. And I remember waiting for her in front of the dorm for her to come down, and I was like, fuck, no shit. Oh, god damn it, I don't want to get cursed. I don't want to get a fucking witch. You know, I was waiting for my curse, you know? And then I remember this one brother from my theater program at UIC, Christian guy, real Christian. I mean, like prayer warrior. He walked by and saw me before she came down. And we were just talking and just praying. And I was like, bro, I am so happy to see you right now. And then she came down with her witch energy.
With her witch
You know, fucking backs of her hair floating, you know, and shit. And then she gave me my stuff, and I felt like I had like this angel with a big old shield that had a cross on it next to me. And I was like, okay, thank you, know. And I walked out, you know. But I was like, the Lord sent that dude.
Yeah.
Because he knew witches were real.
Because
I think witches are real.
No, I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Dude, okay. I'm going to tell you a story. So my grandma's like really afraid of witches and shit. You know my grandma, old school Mexican, she's afraid of all that. Brujeria and Santeria y todo. And, you know, and she's like freaked out. She's told me stories where like, you know, I came home and somebody put salt in front of my house. And I was like, oh shit, grandma. And she's like, I don't want, you know, I freaked out. Anyway, so my brother and my sister-in-law, they live upstairs from her, right? They rent the apartment above. And my sister-in-law does like crocheting a lot. She does yarn bombs all the time. She's super fantastic. Yeah. Little Village Busy Bees. Shout out to my sister-in-law. And so she made this beautiful yarn bomb and put it in. She was starting out, so she put it in front of her apartment, right, on the trees. And I remember getting a call and my brother being like, yo, grandma took it down. You know, like, you know, grandma, she's always like, what I was told was that she just didn't want anybody putting shit on her trees, right? When I talked to my grandma about it, she's like, I don't know what it was. I don't know if some witch put it on there. Like, she just sees a yarn bomb. She's like, I don't know what this is. It's a curse. You know what I mean? She was like, none of that none of my trees, you know? And not in my house. I was like, oh, my grandma, dude. It's so funny, dude.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, I love my grandma.
That's so funny.
She's a very interesting, strong-willed woman.
Yeah, my grandma's crazy. She got like, I don't know, she resurrected how many times.
Resurrected?
She like died and came back to life like 3 times, bro. Yeah, insane.
Heart attacks.
She
gotta stop eating tacos,
things like that. No, bro, she like messed up her kidney what is it, kidney?
Kidneys?
Liver, kidney. Yeah, she messed up a kidney. No, I think it was just a kidney. Her kidneys don't work because she like, my mom tells me all the time, she would drink a lot of Coca-Cola, not like alcohol, a lot of Coca-Cola, but she would drink it with coffee, and then she would drink like pills so that she wouldn't fall asleep.
Caffeine pills?
Yeah.
Your poor grandma.
A lot. So because they own a restaurant in Mexico, and before,
so they're hustling. She's just working.
Yeah, before it was so busy, and she would just like she couldn't stay awake, so she would keep drink up. And then it got to a point, her kidneys like failed and stuff like that. So now she does like dialysis. Peace out.
Peace, dude. Would you ever donate a kidney?
I thought
to a complete stranger.
To a complete stranger, I don't know. I would really have to like know about the what's gonna like how your life is gonna be afterwards.
Yeah. Well, it's obviously gonna be worse because you're missing one kidney.
It's already pretty bad, so I'm not
depression and a missing kidney.
Depression, anxiety, and a missing kidney.
Yeah. I'm all like, me have a missing kidney and I'm ugly. Nah, dude, I'm good, dog. I only got so many looks to have 2 kidneys, dude.
I know God can do miracles, but
no, but low key, it's easier to donate a kidney after you're married, because you already got a girl. You already got your spouse, so it's not like anyone's gonna size you up afterwards.
What do you mean?
Well, if you have all functioning organs, don't you think it's a little easier to find a spouse?
It's not like they're looking inside your body to find a missing kidney.
It's what's inside that counts. I'm sorry, that's really bad.
I'm just like so confused. I don't think they're gonna know.
But do you think, okay, would you, like, for example, you're like looking for a husband, right, or dating, and there was a handsome guy, he had 2 lungs, and an equally handsome guy that had 1 lung. Who would you go out with?
Yeah, I guess after I knew that information, I'd be like, I'm gonna take the one that lives longer.
You see?
Maybe, right? Because we don't even know.
Maybe the guy with 1 lung shoots the dude with 2 lungs. Because he's so mad.
I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know, man.
I think so. I think
the people with 1 kidney are like,
yo, if you got 1 kidney, dog, we love you, dude. This isn't discrimination against.
We love you.
If you naturally only have 1 kidney or 1 functioning kidney, shout outs to you, love to you. But if you donated one kidney and you aren't married, good luck, dog. Good luck, dude.
It's already hard out here with 2 kidneys.
It's already hard out here with 2 kidneys, bro. I got functioning organs, bro, and it's hard out here, dude. Oh, thank God. My wife loves me.
Yeah, same.
Thank you,
Sebas
Lord.
loves me too. Well, I hope so.
yeah. Sebas is listening. He's like,
He's
what the fuck? Yo, I need you to stop lying on the podcast, bro.
I need you to start telling the truth.
Yeah.
I don't love you sometimes.
Shout out to
All
the
the
people I
time.
don't love. Mostly everybody.
It's hard to love.
Yeah.
It's
What's the hardest thing about loving someone?
I think the fact that it's a choice to love somebody, like at a certain point, like it's like feelings and stuff like that, but sometimes it's not always that. It's not like the feeling of love isn't always going to be there.
Yeah.
And you have to choose to like love a person, and to love is to be kind to them, to be patient with them, to all these things, compassionate, truthful, loyal, and that's a difficult thing to do when there's circumstances that could have you choose otherwise.
Yeah, I think especially working through your own insecurities. You know what I mean? When you have things that aren't stable in your own heart, it's hard to be stable for someone else. But I know brothers, man. I know people that they'll do anything for their spouse. Like their spouse is everything. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, I don't know how. You know, I mean, like, I don't know, because I feel like for us it's a little interesting because I feel like we have so many goals and dreams outside of just in our own personal life. Sometimes we gotta rein in our dreams and invest in our partner. You know, when we're dealing with our own chaos, trying to figure out or get something off the ground. You know?
For sure.
And I think that's really difficult, especially for artists. You know, who love their partners, because how did we become artists? Probably because we weren't necessarily facing our emotions head on. We subvert those feelings with writing and stuff like that, you know? So it's very powerful and very interesting. I think you're right. It is very difficult because it is a choice.
Yeah.
You choose to do it. Just like working out.
Yeah.
You know? But just like working out, like, you know, you got to make sure you do things to help you beforehand. Because if you're like constantly, you know, falling into doing something for someone, you're going to get exhausted. But if, you know, you sleep, you eat right, take care of yourself, take your pre-workout before you go to the gym, it'll be a lot easier to do so.
And there's so many things that go into, like, I mean, there's everything works together, like, in your life. So, like, to make sure that all of those things are good all at the same time can be stressful sometimes, because you think that you need to be good at everything you do all the time, every single day.
Right.
But that's not always the case. It's just about maintaining. You know, it's not necessarily being perfect all the time, but maintaining those things, like making sure that you know that everything's okay. Right. You know, and so, yeah, I think I really enjoy where Sebas and I are right now, because he's still focusing on school. So it's like he's still, when he's doing his things, I'm doing mine. And that's like a very equal thing that we have right now. But when we start having kids, that's going to be it's going to be different. And
it is very interesting when you have babies, when you throw babies in the mix. Yeah.
I'm like equally excited and scared.
Completely normal, dude.
Like, so, like, but yeah, I mean, yeah, we definitely want to start having a family soon, but it's just like, wow, it's like it's like scary to think about, because you just don't know. And then just, I mean, babies, like, those things are just almost like very
babies as things, those fucking things, dude.
I'm sorry, like that, like the possibility of like having a child or like conceiving, I feel like is actually much harder than they make it seem in high school, where it's just like I feel like there's just a certain like destiny for that, or like a certain time for that. You get me? Like, I don't think
kind of,
right, because I feel like there's so many people that try for a long time and then don't get pregnant, and then there's people that don't want to, or are on birth control, and then they get pregnant. And it's just like so weird to me that I feel like those things are, that circumstance is like very much like already
ordained, like destiny.
There you go. Yeah. It's very much like it's gonna come when it's supposed to, and you can't really stop it. and you can't really, not that you shouldn't use protection, everybody use protection, make sure you're taking care of yourselves, okay? But at the same time, it's just like, it's not something that you can necessarily plan, right? Do you think?
Well, it's interesting because I felt like, for example, my last son, my most recent 8-month-old, I thought the Lord told me to have that baby in September.
But how? Okay, this is something that I want to talk about.
Oh yeah.
How do you know that God tells you something? Because I always feel like I don't even know if that's God or that's just my own thoughts.
I remember walking and walking. I played a softball game, and I was walking to the train station to get back home, and I remember me thinking about my children, me thinking about my wife, thinking about our relationship, thinking about all the work that we had put in, and then in that moment, I felt the Lord was telling me, you need to have Renato now. He gave me my son's name, and I was like, a boy. You need to have your son now. And I was like, okay, you know what I mean? And I was like, no, Lord, I don't know. I wasn't all like gung ho about it. I was just like, no, Lord, I don't really want to, you know. That means I got to work at Uber more, you know what I mean? I don't like this job very much, and I'll do it, you know, but I feel like that just like seals my tomb if I work here, a corporate job. And it was affirmed to me when we were pregnant, because I was like, if it's a girl, then it wasn't of God, but it was a boy. And I knew, okay, that's the Lord. He wanted me to have this child. He said, you're going to have this son.
Wow.
You know, you're going to have this baby boy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's happened to me a few times where I felt like the Lord's told me what to do. But it's just like having a conversation with him constantly. Sometimes I let my own ego and my own insecurities get in the way of those things. And it's good to test that out. If what I'm feeling or what I'm hearing, is it truly from the Lord? Let me test it out. Let me find out something. You know what I mean? I had to push it. Because God will prove himself every single time.
Yeah, for sure.
You know? Yeah. But I felt like for all my babies, I wanted them by the grace of God.
That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if you were just like, not you. I didn't want you.
Yeah. No, God, there's people that are like that.
That's so sad.
I know people that were like, yeah, I was supposed to be an abortion. My dad wanted me aborted.
That's so sad. Like that you would tell your child.
You would tell your child that.
That's
you keep that as a fucking secret, dude.
Yeah, like I don't think you should tell your kid that. Like,
I was like, hi, little aborto. I mean, Bobby.
That's not funny. I'm sorry, I laughed.
I know. I know.
That's not funny. That's just, that should
Dad,
not be.
why did you name me Bordeaux?
Bort.
Yeah, Aaron Bordeaux. A Bordeaux. Damn, that's.
Aaron I just got it.
Imagine that, dude. Your middle name Bordeaux.
No. Do you have a middle name?
I do have a middle name.
What is it?
It's Patricia.
You're such a
that's
liar.
not. It's my sister's middle name. No, I don't have a middle name.
You don't have a middle name. I don't have one either. I really wanted
The
one.
hell were they thinking?
I know. What were they
I felt like if I had a middle name, I could have a better artist name. I could just like pull that.
Yeah.
I don't know, some cool Diego. I don't know, some shit like that.
Diego. Richard Diego.
Ricky Diego or some shit like that. Diego Richard. What would your middle name be if you had one? If you could pick any middle name.
If I could pick any middle name? Oh, God, I don't know, Richard. That's a hard question. I don't
Just
think about
it, dude.
I don't think about
Just answer,
this all
dude. Top of the
time.
head. 1, 2, 3, go.
I don't know.
Okay, your middle name is Jesse. I don't know. Garcia.
Jesse Crybaby Garcia.
Yo, what's up, crybaby? You little tear tattoos. That'd be your gangster name.
Yeah.
My middle name, if I could have a middle name, my dad told me if I had a middle name, it would have been James. Richard James. So Ricky Santiago. That would have been fucking sick, dude.
That's so cool. You thought about this.
No, it just
about
popped
this?
out. I haven't really thought about it. I just realized that now. I'm like, why didn't I make that as my name? But if I were to have a middle name by my own choosing, I would say something like I like Gabriel. I like Gabriel a lot.
Gabriel's a nice
or
name.
Michael too.
I like that.
Like those angel names.
Yeah,
those
yeah.
are really nice to me.
I think I would go with Mar. Jessica
Mar.
Garcia.
Jesse Mar.
Jessie Mar. I like that.
Man, dude.
I want to name my child Mar.
Rocio's name is Marina. Her middle name.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
Of the sea,
Rocio Marina
Yeah.
Juarez, right?
Juarez. Yeah.
Wow. I like your kids' names.
Thank
they have
you.
really pretty names.
Dude, we all had our names before we got married.
You had your kids'
Five
names before?
5 names.
Yeah, Sebas and I have our kids' names already.
We're just waiting, man.
We have them lined
I got
up.
2 more. I got one more girl
have 2
name.
more do you guys think you
I
guys
want
are
to,
gonna have 2 more
but
kids?
we'll see. We have to buy a house, and
Yeah.
you know, that's why you gotta like and subscribe so that you can subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah, we need houses.
Yeah, we need houses, dude. Yo, pay for our lives, dog. No, I feel like yeah, we would need a house. We would need to buy a new car because we only have 5 seats in our car, you know. So we would need to get another, like a minivan, and I dread the idea of buying a minivan. I don't want to be that dad, you know.
You're gonna be that dad.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, listen to your father. They're just gonna beat me up, dude. I'm afraid. Like I would hate to be a wimpy dad.
I don't think you're gonna be a wimpy dad.
No, fuck
bro.
no.
You're already a dad. You're not wimpy.
That's true. But it's just like on the back of my mind, you know. I don't want to be.
But
like,
what's your like definition of wimpy?
like placating to my children all the time, just like always.
What does
trying
that
to,
mean? I'm sorry.
Like always trying to just appease them, make them happy.
Okay,
you know what I
okay,
mean?
okay,
It's
okay.
like, oh, love me, guys.
Oh,
You guys want
okay.
that toy? I'd be so mad at myself. I'd be in the inside. I'd be like, you motherfucker, stop. But it's real, bro. Some people need love, and
Yeah,
they
for
look
sure.
for it from their kids.
That sucks. I've heard that, like, I have seen a lot of instances where the mom, like, her and her husband don't have like a good relationship, so then she has a son, and then she like sees him as like her main.
Yeah, mi rey,
Yeah.
mi príncipe.
And it's like,
Mi cielito
yo.
querido.
I'm like so happy that my suegros have a really good relationship, because yeah, if Sebas was like that with his mom, I'd be like,
You couldn't compete with her, and then she would be jealous of you.
Yeah.
She would always be trying to get you.
Thankfully, it's the opposite, because she's like very much a good cook, and I just suck.
You get there, dude.
I
We all
know,
get
but
better as we age.
I don't even think I wanna like be a good cook. Like I don't like cooking. It's not something that I just like wanna do. Yeah, I'm sorry. My kids are gonna fucking eat maruchan the rest of their life. I don't really like cooking. I actually hate it.
Do you not take any joy in cooking?
Not really. I think if I have like a good set amount of time to cook, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like if I had like on a Saturday or Sunday,
Yeah.
and I like want to cook, and I can do it like in peace.
Yeah.
But I feel like on a daily where like you have to cook, and then you have to wash the dishes, and then you still have to do like everything else that you have to do.
Yeah.
For me, it's like very stressful.
Oh yeah, I mean obviously that like that day to day, but like when have you ever made a meal for yourself and been like this is good, or made a meal for somebody?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like it's happened before where it's just like wow, this is great.
There's
like
a good PB&J.
this is a good.
It's a good sandwich,
this is
dude.
a good. But I don't really like cooking. I think also because I'm better cooking than my mom, but not better than my dad. My dad's really good at cooking.
Oh, I know your dad's good at cooking.
Yeah, my dad was the only one that cooked in the house, which is really nice. I really enjoyed that growing up, like having those like flip-flopped roles, you know? It's like my dad did everything. My dad like swept, mopped, cleaned the entire house, washed laundry, did the dishes, cooked, all that. My mom worked a lot.
Spanked you guys.
Yep, all the time.
Whooped
My
you.
dad couldn't even get to the point of spanking me because I was such a wimp. I would be like, I'm so bad with authority. I'm like, my dad would be like, stop crying, and I'd be like, just like hold my breath because like I'd be so scared. My dad would just jiggle his belt, and I'd be like, and now they wonder why I have all these emotions that have been there since like I was 3.
Yeah,
I was like, all those times that you guys grabbed the belt and wouldn't let me cry.
That's true. That's spooky.
Isn't that crazy though?
It is, man. I realize that like there's some things I got to break in my own children. That like the other day, for example, we're going for a walk, and Rocio was just like really far behind, and her mom told her like, you got to come up, and she told her a couple times, and then I turned around to tell her, hey Rocio, because I wanted to give her some insight, but she saw me turn around. She was like, oh God, because like I find that my kids sometimes don't really listen to my wifey like that. And it isn't until dad dun dun, like comes in. And he's the one that's gonna whoop us if we don't listen. But I turned around and she went like freaked out. She was so scared. And then I said, no, mommy, I'm going to tell you something. If you ever see something that you want to jump off over a ledge, here's my trick. Run up ahead of us, do it, and then we'll catch up to you. You know, so you're not behind us. So she was like, oh, okay, cool. But Rocio especially, more so than Gadiel, but even him a little bit, they're always like getting ready to get in trouble by me. And Betsy's told me about it. So I got to like, I spent so much of the younger years like coming down hard on them that now it's about easing that and just teaching them the benefits, because they know right from wrong now. They know what happens if you don't do right.
Yeah.
But now it's about removing the
fear,
the trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so hard to discipline, and like with love and not like fear. But it's hard because sometimes you do need to talk like rough. And
You do need to talk rough, and yeah.
I know.
Last time I spanked my son, I told him he couldn't play video games, right? Because he had done something. I forgot what it was. But I wasn't, like, angry at him. And then I saw him. He's like, can I watch Rocio play? And I said, okay. I'll let you watch your sister play, you know. And then I was cleaning up the kitchen. I came back, and I see him with the controller, and he went like this. He looked at me like, oh, God, you caught me. And I got so mad. I whooped him. That was the only time I ever hit him with the belt, because I felt like he betrayed my trust. And that was the thing. I'm like, you told me this is what you were going to do, and you didn't do it. You know, like, and then you lied to me. You know, you tricked me, and I don't like that at all. But something Betsy tells me is like, you got to make sure you articulate exactly why you got them in trouble, or if you hit them, exactly why you hit them, so that they know. Right, because what they don't want is just to be afraid. I don't know what I did, but I just got whooped.
And then they don't know what to do.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And then their deer is caught in the headlights all the time.
Yeah.
That was way before the pandemic. I think it was a year before the pandemic. So that was the last time. And I've never hit Rocio with the belt, but because she doesn't need to. You don't need to for her. You can just be like,
yeah, that was me.
Yeah. So let's look right here. We'll see Renato, man. I'm afraid of Renato. I'm afraid.
Oh, Renato's gonna be a woozy. Yeah, he's gonna fight you, bro. He's gonna be like.
He's a big boy too, yeah. Yeah. Like, show me. He's that kid when they're playing like Nerf guns that vine, and, like he was gonna shoot, and he's like, show me. Like just dead shark eyes, you know.
It's gonna be Renato.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. He's a big boy.
He's so funny.
I love that kid.
He looks just like your dad. He's like a baby version of your dad. He's like,
I see him, man. I see him, dude.
Who was the one that got hit the most from you and your siblings?
My brother and I got hit equally.
My
brother and I, my dad, it was just my brother and I were in the trenches, and Patty was in a heavenly seat above us. Pity on us mortals.
Chuito was such a crybaby. He would cry so much, like to the point of just not stopping. My mom would, instead of hitting him, she would lock him in the garage. And he wouldn't be able to get out. He'd just be in the dark there. And then one time I like tried to open it. My mom's like, "Tú también te vas a ir allá adentro si no lo dejas." And I was like, "Chewy, it's gonna be okay."
Yeah, by the door. I love you, Chewy.
I love you.
I would have just done it, man. I've stepped in for like, I remember my dad. He was gonna. I don't know if he was gonna hit her, but he was gonna like. He was pulling out his belt already, and my sister. And I stepped in and I pushed my dad. Like, you can't hit my sister. And then he whooped me.
But it's okay,
yeah, I took it, bro. I had to. I stepped in for all my siblings. That's how it'd be like that when you're an older brother.
Yeah, Daisy was a big crier too. Well, we're all big criers, but like
all of you guys.
But I would suppress it. Like I just
suffocate yourself.
Yeah, to not get hit because I didn't want to.
Did you ever hit him with one of these?
Yeah. Sebas does this funny thing with the lip thing.
The quiver. I just was afraid. Everything.
And then they're like,
Yeah. Man, I haven't had a big cry like that. The good hyperventilating afterwards.
Me either. I've just had like a big like like, you know, when your like body bounces.
With a smile on your face, because that's what you did. I just had a really good dancing. I was just dancing over here.
With tears coming out.
Oh, yeah. She really likes this song.
Yeah, those bouncing cries.
Dude, I cried so much over the weekend.
That's good.
Cried so much.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Remember when we talked about in the last one that I said people don't cry enough?
Yeah. And I cried.
And you cried. Good
You're
job.
a witch, dude.
Like, put my powers.
Yeah.
Cry.
Yeah. Where are we at? Are we at time?
I don't know. Are we?
I think we've.
Yeah, we just hit the hour.
We just hit the hour, dude.
Wow. Well, it's been great.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Guys, thank you. This was number 1, and I hope you guys listen to it more. We're going to have many more conversations. We're going to talk about crying way more often.
Way more often. We might cry.
We might be crying. Stick around for episode 7 when we cry.
Let us know if you guys have any topics you guys would like us to talk about or
Any
hit
questions.
on. Any questions. Yeah, for sure.
You want our advice or opinions on anything?
Yeah. Oh my God, that'd be so cool to
Yeah.
have like people just like randomly. We should do that like on our Instagrams, like on our personal Instagrams. Ask, like, have
Hey, is
people
there
ask
anything you want us to
questions.
talk about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way we can talk about it next week. That'd be cool. Well,
Taylor
guys,
from Idaho says,
fuck you.
yeah, fuck you, motherfuckers.
I'm a witch.
You fucking. This is like, what? Damn, that's crazy. Shout out to Taylor from Idaho. All right, guys. Bye.
All right, guys. Bye.